Mr. DJ got to indulge myself, play one of my favorite records from the summer of 1967. Let's go to it right now. Billboard's Hot 100 of August, I believe it's August 19th, 1967. Let's go to it right now. Let me make sure I got that date right. August 19th, 1967. And coming in at number 62, I believe. Number 60 did not make top 40. Uh, well, just not commercial enough to be a top 10 or top 20, not like their previous version for what it's, not like their previous record for what it's worth, but still, it's just a jam. Bluebird by the Buffalo Springfield at number 62, up one from 63. The album Buffalo Springfield again. We got Stephen Stills, he wrote the record. Stephen Stills and Richie Fury sing on this record. And uh, here's the thing about this record, this album, Buffalo Springfield again. Their debut album took a short time to make, but this album took 9 months to make. And one of the reasons was because of Bruce Palmer, group member Bruce Palmer. He was deported back to Canada. I believe he was originally from Canada in early 1967. He snuck back here in the States illegally and did some work with the group, but basically there were some deportation issues with Bruce Palmer, the bass player. Therefore, the group had to bring in outside bass players. They were using, although some of these were uncredited, they were using members of, oh gosh, the legendary Wrecking Crew, LA's crack session musicians, including Hal Blaine and Jim Gordon on drums, and Carol Kay, the bass player of the Wrecking Crew, played on this album. Unclear if they played on this record, though, this particular record. Jack Nietzsche, Phil Spector's right-hand man, the man who beautifully arranged, he added the strings and the lush, well, the strings on Elusive Butterfly by Bobby Lynn. Jack Nietzsche's, he was brought in to, he arranged, he did the arrangements on Expecting to Fly, which is off this album, Buffalo Springfield again. He arranged the music, and according to one source, the group members did not play on that record, Expecting to Fly. But then Neil Young, and Neil Young, he quit the band on several occasions, but would come back and record with them, and that's one of the reasons why the album took so long to make. But the B-side of this record was killer. Mr. Soul by Neil Young. Remember that? Something like Mr. Soul, I dropped by to pick up a reason or something like that. Brilliant record by Neil Young. But we got to get back to this record now. Bluebird by Buffalo Springfield. And also off this album, Rock and Roll Woman. Talk about scintillating. Beautiful record, Rock and Roll Woman. Hits the spot. It was more commercial than Bluebird, but it didn't make top 40 either. Should have made top 40, Rock and Roll Woman. Buffalo Springfield only had one top 40 hit. Well, anyway, let's go to the lyrics of this record. I want to read you. I just love the lyrics to this record. I just want to read it out to you real quick. Bluebird, written by Stephen Stills. There she sits, aloft a perch, strangest color blue. Flying is forgotten now, thinks only of you, just you. Oh yeah, she get all those blues, maybe 1,000 hues, brilliant, and be just differently used. You just know. You sit there mesmerized by the depth of her eyes that you can't categorize. She's got soul. Buffalo Springfield. Chart action. Number 62 on Billboard's Hot 100, week of August 19th, 1967, and it peaked at 58. Dadgummit. Well, gotta take it. It's been 50 years ago, so what choice do we have? It was on Billboard's Hot 100 for 7 weeks. Bluebird by the Buffalo Springfield.